The adult island was nothing in comparison to some of this stuff. Some mods and community creations are straight up disturbing, my guy. Let's first start off with something tamer. The Animal Crossing Curves mod. As you can see from this image, the mod made Isabelle have more realistic human proportions. And you know what? Animal Crossing isn't even a stranger to this sort of thing. Case in point, Luna. What I imagine happened is that the modder took Luna's body, tweaked the proportions a bit, and then slapped the body onto Isabelle's head. The insane part is that the modder got backlash and even death threats. For this, people called her mod misogynistic. I repeat, her mod. This mod was made by a woman. From what I can gather, she only wanted to express herself and her femininity through a character that she identifies with, like Isabelle. The backlash was super undeserved. Now we get to the real disturbing part of the video. So, there is a mod that makes everything and anybody on the island nude, including the player character, which is the most disturbing part. People, this is a children's game made for children. The main characters are based on children. Who on Epstein's VAGGIN island decided to do this mod? On the topic of naked villagers, a viewer once told me in the comments that someone designed glory holes in Animal Crossing, and their designs actually were circulating around the internet. The insane part is that I've seen male and female versions of this. I am personally so glad that Nintendo will be limiting the online functionality for Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream. That game will have even more options for self-expression, and some people just don't know when they have crossed the line. Now, if you excuse me, I have to wash my eyeballs with bleach. Don't ever Google these. With that out of the way, let's discuss something way more tamer. I originally envisioned this video mainly about this topic. On the Adult Island video I did a month ago, some of you said that you didn't know that there was actually an Animal Crossing island themed around Joe Biden's presidential campaign in 2020. On the island, there were his usual Biden imagery and logos. The campaign administration even released custom designs online with logos of his campaign. There was also a Joe Biden and a Kamala Harris villager. Personally, I love how they recreated the White House using the museum as a base. Joe also had Apollo as a villager. Apollo is the eagle villager. Going out of your way to find the eagle villager surely must have taken a lot of man-hours. On the topic of villagers, Team Joe, as he named his villager, also had Raymond. Remember how everybody wanted Raymond in 2020? Some of the houses have busy office rooms to imply that his administration is always hard at work. You can also see a rose garden that is decorated to look like the American flag. The island was taken down by Nintendo because they didn't want to be associated with any sort of political party, be it the left or the right. What Nintendo themselves wanted was to create a children's game for kids to express themselves. Political propaganda, be it tame and mild, doesn't really align with the audience that Nintendo has marked as their primary audience. Imagine if Donald Trump had a... No, an island where Donald Trump can do whatever he pleases is the last thing that Orange Sponge needs. If he had one, he would probably name it Epstein Island just for, I don't know, nostalgia reasons. Isn't he like 79 and super obese? Shouldn't a heart attack kick in any moment now? A lot of people seem to believe that PETA...
I always thought...
A lot of people seem to believe that PETA had an Animal Crossing island, which isn't really the case. But if there was one, it would have been probably taken down as well. PETA had a lot of fictional beef with New Horizons. In my opinion, they just wanted to promote themselves and put themselves out there. And Animal Crossing seemed like the perfect way to do that, considering in 2020 that was all that people played. They made an island with a made-up protest against Blathers and the museum. It's so funny to me how they didn't really concern themselves with real-life issues of real-life animals being tortured. They just decided to play pretend in Animal Crossing and protest against a fictional museum. By the way, the only person that can decide if the exhibitions have any living animals inside of them is the player. Blathers doesn't really collect bugs, and he just waits for fish donations. Truly odd behavior from PETA.
PETA? I always thought.
But what do you think? Tell me in the comments down below. And with that, それでは bye bye!